If you're an athlete that likes to skip your stretching, then you're gonna wanna think twice, because in this video, I'm gonna give you 5 benefits to stretching, and I can almost guarantee you that you're gonna wanna start stretching after this.
Young visionary, and I don't know where I am. I'm running blindfolded, like I ain't got a plan. You either steady living life, or you afraid to die. But if you don't take that leap, how you know that you can't fly? So I'm just
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, make sure that you like this video, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, click the bell so that you never miss another video, and jump down below in the comment section if you want a free bodyweight vertical jump training program, and tag 3 friends on my Instagram if you want a free weight training vertical jump program. Today's question is from JR33, who says, can you make a video on the benefits of stretching? Well, JR33, I'm extremely happy that you asked this question, because this is one thing that many athletes avoid when they're trying to become the best athlete possible. Most athletes love to do skills training. If you're a basketball player, you like to work on your handles. You like to go out there and practice your shooting and imagine the crowd is watching, and imagine you hit the buzzer beater. Imagine you catching an oop off the rim and everybody likes to do that. Most people like to work out, but a lot of athletes don't like to stretch. And if you've been watching my channel for any extended period of time, stretching and foam rolling every day. This dude got the highest vertical jump in the house. Let's go. So, benefit number one of stretching is increased range of motion in your muscle. You want to have good range of motion so that you can go down into a proper squat, so that you can deadlift correctly. A lot of people watch my channel for vertical jump. Let's say you have tight lats, okay? Just by stretching your lats, you could get an extra inch or two, okay? But that's not even the major benefits of stretching. Let me read something to you from Tim Grover in his book, Jump Attack. If you don't know who Tim Grover was, he was the trainer of Michael Jordan, of Kobe Bryant, of Dwayne Wade, Charles Barkley, and a lot of other high caliber athletes, the best athletes on the planet at their sport. Tim Grover says, you loosen your hips and strengthen your glutes to increase athleticism. Tightness creates friction, and friction slows you down. The tighter the hips, the less athletic you become. So we are working to reverse that over and over to keep you loose and flexible. I don't need you to be so flexible that you can do the splits, but flexible enough to be functional and effective while playing your sport. Muscle and joint stiffness do not benefit you in any way. Muscle stiffness, joint stiffness does not benefit you in any way in being an athlete. So you've heard it from one of the best coaches in the world: tight muscles equal less athleticism. Tight joints equal less athleticism. So you want that range of motion. You do not want tight muscles. Benefit number 2 of stretching, static stretching, is that stretching aids in muscle recovery. The more that you stretch, the more and the faster that your muscles recover. The more that your muscles recover, the more that you get bigger, stronger, faster, more explosive. So if you are skipping your stretching after a workout, you are skipping a chance to speed up the recovery process. And the faster that you recover, the faster you can get back out and do another workout to grow bigger, stronger, faster, and more explosive. So the second benefit to stretching is muscle recovery. You want to speed up that muscle recovery process, and you want to aid the muscle recovery process. You want to stretch, you want to foam roll, you want to be sleeping well, you want to be eating, getting 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, so that you can recover and grow bigger, stronger, faster, more explosive. Benefit number 3 to stretching is that dynamic stretching improves your performance in sports and in workouts. So your muscles are essentially like a rubber band. Think about a rubber band. If a rubber band is cold, it's not going to stretch very far. If your muscles are cold, your performance isn't going to be very good. If you warm up first, if you warm up a rubber band, let it stretch farther. If you warm up your muscles so that they are looser, so that they are not tight, so that they are warmed up, ready to go, you will have a better performance on the court and a better performance on the workout. And Utah State University actually did a study to see which type of warm-up would be best before agility training. That's what they did with their research study. So they wanted to compare the results of agility training with different type of warm-ups. Which warm-up would give them the best results with their agility training? training. A dynamic stretching routine, a static stretching routine, a dynamic plus a static stretching routine, and no warm-up whatsoever. And the results were actually a little bit crazy. So dynamic stretching was the best. They got the most results, the best results with their agility work by doing dynamic stretching before they did their agility work. So that tells you right there, if you got a basketball game, you got a workout that you're going to do, you're going to do plyometrics, do a dynamic warm-up first. Then, second was dynamic plus static stretching. Okay, probably because of the dynamic component. Third was no warm-up at all. They actually got better results with agility training by doing no warm-up at all than with doing static stretching. And they found that static stretching actually makes the muscles weaker for a short period of time. So you don't want to do static stretching before you go out and do a workout or before you have a basketball game. Now, you might be saying, if static stretching makes your muscles weaker for a short period of time, why would I do static stretching at all? And the answer is to get all of the other benefits of static stretching. Increased range of motion, increased blood circulation, all of the stuff that Tim Grover talked about. Tight muscles equal less athleticism. That's why you want to do static stretching, but you want to do it at the end of your workouts, after your workout is done. Dynamic stretching first, and then static stretching at the end. And this isn't always the case, but for athletes, for plyometric workouts, basketball games, weight training workouts, it is the case. Now, benefit number 4, let's talk about mobility. And remember, the difference between flexibility and mobility is that flexibility, we're talking about the range of motion in the muscles, and mobility, we're talking about range of motion in the joints. So Tim Grover already talked about mobility in the hips. You want to have loose hips. Tight hips make you less athletic. If you have tight ankles as a basketball player, you are more likely to get patellar tendonitis. If you have tight ankles or poor dorsiflexion as a basketball player, you're more likely to have knee pain, patellar tendonitis, jumper's knee. So just having good mobility all around is very important for you as an athlete. And benefit number 5 is that weighted stretching can improve your flexibility, can improve your mobility, and can improve your strength through the range of motion when doing certain exercises. So we are able to strengthen our muscles through a range of motion by doing certain exercises. So an exercise like a calf raise, you can strengthen your muscle by improving the flexibility in your calf and improving the mobility in your ankle and strengthening the muscle at the same time. You can do the same thing with exercises like goblet squats or KOT squats or an incline bicep curl or a cable chest fly. There are certain exercises that you can do to stretch your muscles through the full range of motion, stretch your joints through the full range of motion, and strengthen your muscles at the same exact time. So if you do weighted stretching with certain exercises, you can actually get more flexible, you can actually increase your mobility and get stronger at the same time through that range of motion. So there you have it. These are 5 benefits to stretching. We talked about flexibility, we talked about mobility, we talked about dynamic stretching and a dynamic warm-up. You should do these to optimize your performance as an athlete and become the biggest, strongest, fastest, most explosive athlete that you could possibly be. So there you have it. Like this video if you like it, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so that you never miss another video. Comment, jump down below in the comment section if you want a free bodyweight vertical jump training program. And ladies and gents, take action because action is everything. Knowledge is not power, it is only potential power until you take action on what you know. You don't change your life by thinking about it. You change your life by going out and doing something about it. I'll see you in the next video.
Young visionary and I don't know where I am. I'm running blindfolded like I ain't got a plan. You either steady living life